Apple's growing like a weed. And as you know, we've always been in Cupertino. Started in a little office park and eventually got the buildings we are in now at the corner of De Anza and 280.
Have you ever wondered what the future of work might look like? What if an office wasn't just a place to work but an experience that could inspire creativity, collaboration, and innovation? This is the story of how one man's vision transformed a humble plot of land into one of the most futuristic buildings in the world, Apple Park. But it's also the story of legacy, community, and the balance between dreams and practicality. Apple Park isn't just an office, it's a testament to the power of vision. A living legacy of Steve Jobs' philosophy that design and functionality can reshape how people interact with their environment. It's a story about blending technology, nature, and human-centered design in ways few could have imagined. Let's go back to the beginning, when this dream was nothing more than an idea. For Jobs, this was more than just a desire to protect the environment, it was a commitment to ensuring that his legacy would not only be about innovation but also about creating a sustainable future. To bring this vision to life, Jobs worked alongside landscape architect Laurie Olin.
Now, there's another aspect of my practice that, and thinking and teaching that I should mention, and that is the many long years of working with Peter Eisenman on projects. Peter's an architect who is fairly famous for being involved in theory, and especially post-structural theory, deconstruction theory, other theories, and who is admired and feared and loathed by people in architecture because he is such a rhetorician and theoretical force.
Transforming the campus into a living, breathing tribute to the region's natural beauty. Over 9,000 trees were planted, including oaks, maples, and fruit-bearing orchards. The landscape was designed to blend seamlessly with the architecture, creating a harmonious environment where people could walk, think, and collaborate in an open-air setting. What emerged from this collaboration was a 12,000-employee circular building nestled in 175 acres of carefully curated California landscape. The design blurred the lines between structure and environment, making it seem as though the building grew naturally from the earth itself. The spaceship design was revolutionary, and it reflected Jobs' belief that form and function must work in harmony to inspire people. Decades earlier, a 13-year-old Steve Jobs, fueled by his love for technology, had taken the bold step of calling Bill Hewlett, co-founder of Hewlett-Packard, in hopes of getting some spare parts to work on a project. Hewlett didn't just offer him the parts he requested, he offered Jobs a summer job. That summer was transformative for the young Jobs, igniting a spark that would eventually lead to the founding of Apple. Years later, Jobs would return to this very site, a sprawling Hewlett-Packard campus that had been at the heart of Silicon Valley's technology boom in the 1960s. Now, as the leader of Apple, Jobs was preparing to create something that would leave an indelible mark on the world. That land, where it all began, would become the canvas for his greatest vision. It was as if Jobs had come full circle, symbolically building his vision of the future on the grounds where his journey had started. It was a fitting tribute to the roots of his creativity. It was June 7, 2011. Steve Jobs, frail but animated, stood before the Cupertino City Council to unveil what would be his final project. Apple was in the midst of an extraordinary transformation, and Jobs knew it needed a new home, a place that could house the company's future, foster creativity, and elevate the culture that had been so central to Apple's identity. What followed wasn't just a pitch for a building. It was a pitch for a legacy, a vision of a workspace that would transcend the traditional boundaries of office culture. Jobs wasn't simply designing a campus. He was envisioning an experience that would reflect Apple's ethos of innovation and excellence. For him, it wasn't about just constructing walls or floors, it was about creating a space that would inspire the same level of passion and creativity as the products that had defined his company. The land Jobs chose for Apple Park wasn't just a prime location, it held personal significance. It was a place that connected Steve to his past, to the early days of his journey into technology. When Jobs imagined the new campus, he wasn't thinking of just any building. He wanted to create an environment that could inspire creativity, foster collaboration, and shape the future of work. To do this, he turned to two of the most visionary figures in design and architecture, Norman Foster, a world-renowned architect, and Johnny Ive, Apple's chief design officer. Together, they would embark on an ambitious mission to redefine the corporate campus. Jobs envisioned what he called a spaceship, a massive, circular structure that would symbolize the infinite possibilities of human creativity and innovation. Every aspect of the design was scrutinized, from the materials used to the layout, to ensure it would meet his exacting standards. The goal was not just to build a workspace, it was to create an experience that would inspire those within it. Apple Park believes so. It's more than a campus, it's a philosophy brought to life. A testament to one man's dream of merging beauty, functionality, and inspiration. And in the end, Apple Park isn't just about the space. It's about the people within it and the limitless possibilities they'll continue to create. And as we look at Apple Park today, we realize that Jobs' vision is not just about buildings or technology. It is about creating an environment that brings out the best in people, a place where creativity and innovation flourish, where people are inspired, and where the future continues to unfold. However, this level of self-sufficiency raises a question about the broader impact of Apple Park. While this isolated environment ensures comfort and efficiency for its employees, critics argue that it creates a disconnect from the surrounding community. Apple Park, with its walls and fences, is a world unto itself, a bubble that some say could foster a sense of isolation from the very community that helped Silicon Valley become the innovation hub it is today. Could Apple have set a new standard by creating a campus that was more integrated into its local surroundings? Could the innovative spirit of the campus have extended to the city of Cupertino itself, creating a new model of corporate community engagement? What emerged from this collaboration was a 12,000-employee circular building nestled in 175 acres of carefully curated California landscape. The design blurred the lines between structure and environment, making it seem as though the building grew naturally from the Earth itself. The spaceship design was revolutionary, and it reflected Jobs' belief that form and function must work in harmony to inspire people. But Apple Park isn't just a marvel of glass and steel. Jobs insisted that the campus must reflect the beauty and spirit of California, the land that had shaped both him and his company. He didn't want Apple Park to be a sterile corporate campus. He wanted it to be a place where employees could feel inspired by nature, where the environment itself would foster creativity. To bring this vision to life, Jobs worked alongside landscape architect Laurie Olin, transforming the campus into a living, breathing tribute to the region's natural beauty. Over 9,000 trees were planted, including oaks, maples, and fruit-bearing orchards. The landscape was designed to blend seamlessly with the architecture, creating a harmonious environment where people could walk, think, and collaborate in an open-air setting. Sustainability was also a key component of Jobs' vision. Apple Park would not only be an architectural marvel, but it would also set new standards for energy efficiency. Solar panels were installed across the campus, generating 17 megawatts of power, enough to meet 75% of the campus energy needs during peak hours. Natural ventilation systems were put in place to reduce reliance on air conditioning, making Apple Park one of the most environmentally sustainable corporate campuses in the world. For Jobs, this was more than just a desire to protect the environment, it was a commitment to ensuring that his legacy would not only be about innovation but also about creating a sustainable future. Inside the iconic ring, every design choice was made with one goal in mind: to foster collaboration. Jobs believed that great ideas often arise from unexpected interactions, and the open, fluid design of Apple Park was built to encourage just that. The campus features open-concept workspaces, where employees from different departments are free to move around and interact with one another. The seamless transition between indoor and outdoor areas, with walls of glass that open up to lush green spaces, ensures that the boundaries between work and nature are nearly non-existent. At the heart of the building lies a central atrium, a gathering place for employees to meet and share ideas. Even the cafeteria, a grand space with two-story sliding glass doors, was designed to encourage mingling across teams. By removing barriers, both physical and metaphorical, Jobs hoped to create a workplace where collaboration could flourish. However, not everyone embraced the design. The openness, while fostering collaboration, proved challenging for some employees, particularly those who required quiet spaces to focus deeply, such as engineers and programmers. The lack of private workspaces became a point of contention. For some, the design was a beautiful, albeit impractical, Vision of workplace dynamics. It raised a valid question. Could Jobs' grand design have better balanced individual needs with collaborative goals? But with all its beauty and innovation, Apple Park isn't without its challenges. Apple has built a nearly self-contained ecosystem at the campus. Employees are transported via private shuttles, dine in exclusive cafeterias, and enjoy on-site amenities such as medical centers and gyms. Steve Jobs passed away before he could see the completion of Apple Park, but his vision endures. Apple Park stands as a living testament to Jobs' belief that design and technology could be merged in ways that would change the world. It is more than just a building, it is a manifestation of his philosophy, a place where the boundaries between work, creativity, and nature have been erased. Apple Park is not just a corporate headquarters, it is a statement, a legacy that will continue to influence the way we think about design, work, and the future of innovation. It is a place where Jobs' dream of blending beauty, functionality, and inspiration is brought to life in ways that few could have imagined. And as we look at Apple Park today, we realize that Jobs' vision is not just about buildings or technology. It is about creating an environment that brings out the best in people, a place where creativity and innovation flourish, where people are inspired, and where the future continues to unfold. So, what do you think? Can architecture shape the way we think, work, and connect?